want the smoke and the puffery, you can listen to Kissinger and Schultz and those guys. But if you want to look at the heart of modern conservatism, you look at me. Everyone else has abandoned the struggle. Everything nowadays is sipping tea with Nixon and Mao. That was disgusting. Did you see that? Were you born yet?
Yes.
My generation, we had clarity, unafraid to look deep to the miasma at the heart of the world. What a pit, what a nightmare is there. I have looked. I have searched all my life for absolute bottom, and I found it. Believe me, Stygian, how tragic, how brutal and short life is. The immutable heart of what we are that bleeds through whatever we might become. All else is vanity. I don't know the world anymore. When I die, they'll say it was for the money and the headlines, but it was never the money. It's the moxie that counts. I never wavered. You remember.
I will, Roy. I was afraid you wouldn't want to see me again. If you'd forgive me for letting you down.
Forgiveness. Say, you see no lady around here, dumpy lady with a stupid hat? No. She's off watching the hearings, treacherous bitch.
Who?
Did you get a blessing from your father before he died?
A blessing?
Yeah.
No.
He should have done that. Life. Life. That's what they're supposed to bless.
Roy, I need to talk to you.
Schmendrick, don't fuck up the magic. A broker. And you didn't even have to trick it out of me like what's his name in the Bible?
Jacob.
Yeah, that's the one. Ruthless little motherfucker. Some bald runt, but he laid hold of his birthright with his claws and his teeth. Jacob's father, what was his name?
Isaac.
Yeah, the sacrifice. What a jerk. My mother read me those stories. You see this scar on my nose? When I was 3 months old, there was a bony spur. My mother made them operate, shave it off. They said I was too young for surgery. I'd outgrow it, but she insisted. I figure she wanted to toughen me up. Well, it worked. I am tough. It's taking a lot to dismantle me.
Oh, this is going to be so much worse than I imagined.
Hello.
Fuck you, you little shitbag.
Don't waste your energy beating up on me, okay? I'm already taking care of that.
Don't see any bruises.
Inside.
You are one noble guy. Inside. Don't flatter yourself, Lewis. So, it's your tea party talk.
It's good to see you again. I missed
Talk.
you. I want to try and make up.
Make up.
Yes, but...
Aha,
But you don't have to be so hostile. Don't I get any points at all for trying to arrive at some sort of resolution? Maybe what I did isn't forgivable.
It isn't.
But I am trying to be responsible. Prior. There are limits, boundaries, and you have to be reasonable. Why are you dressed like that?
You were saying something about being reasonable?
I've been giving this a lot of thought. Yes, I fucked up, that's obvious, but maybe you fucked up too. You never really trusted me, you never gave me a chance to find my footing. Not really, you were always so quick to attack, and I think finally, just too much of a victim in the end. Passive, dependent, and what I think is that people do have a choice about the way that they handle it.
You want to come back? Why? Atonement? Exoneration?
I didn't say I wanted to come back.
Oh. No, you didn't.
I can't. Move in again, start all over again. I don't think it'd be any different.
You're seeing someone else.
What? No.
You are.
I'm not. Well, occasionally. He's just a pickup. I mean, how do you know that I'm seeing
Threshold of revelation. Now, ask me how I know he's a Mormon. Is he a Mormon? Well, goddamn. Ask me how I knew.
How did you know
Fuck
that?
you, I'm a prophet. Reasonable? Limits? Tell it to my lungs. Stupid? Tell it to my lesions. Tell it to the cotton woolly patches in my eyes.
Prior, I haven't seen him for days now.
I'm
okay?
going. I have limits too.
Come on.
You cry, but you endanger nothing in yourself. It's like the idea of crying when you do it, or the idea of love.
Now you have to go.
I left my wife. I needed to tell you.
It happens.
I've been staying with someone else for a whole month now.
It happens.
With a man.
A man?
Yes.
You're with a man?
Yes.
I got it.
What? Oh, the bathroom or
Get it.
Roy.
Ah! Ah!
Roy. Help, please. I think he.
Get the fuck away from me!
Roy, please get back in bed.
Shut up! Now listen to me!
Get your ass back
Shut
in bed.
up, I said! I want you home with your wife. Whatever else you got going on, cut it dead.
Roy, I can't. I need to be with
You do what I say. Or you will regret it. And don't ever talk to me about it again. I didn't see that coming. Oh, you kill me.
Get somewhere you can take off that shirt and throw it out. And don't touch the blood.
Why? I don't understand.
Out! Out! You've already got my blessing. What more do you want from me?
Get the fuck out of here.
Roy, please,
You what? You wanna stay and watch this? Well, fuck you too.
So, your new lover.
He's not my lover.
Tell me where you met him.
Park. Work first.
He's a lawyer or a judge?
Lawyer.
A gay Mormon lawyer.
Yes, Republican too.
A gay Mormon Republican lawyer. Lewis.
Well, it's not. I don't know if the word would be. Well, he's sort of sensitive in a way. I mean, I wouldn't say that.
Oh, a sensitive gay Republican.
He's just company, companionship.
Companionship. Oh. You know, just when I think he couldn't possibly say anything to make it worse, he does. Companionship, how good. I wouldn't want you to be lonely. There are thousands of gay men in New York City with AIDS, and nearly every one of them is being taken care of by a friend or by a lover who stood by them through things worse than mine. So far. Everyone got that except me. I got you. Why? What's wrong with me? Lewis, are you really bruised inside?
I can't have this conversation.
Oh, the list of things you can't do. So fragile. Answer me. Inside. Bruised.
Yes!
Come back when they're visible. I want to see black and blue, Lewis. I want to see blood. Because I can't believe you even have blood in your veins until you show it to me. So don't come near me again, unless you've got something to show.
Every goddamn thing I ever wanted, they've taken from me. Mocked and reviled all my life.
Join the club.
I don't belong to any club you could get through the front door of. You watch yourself. You take too many liberties. What's your name?
Norman Ariaga. Belize to my friends, but you can call me Norman Ariaga.
Tell me something, Norman. You ever hire a lawyer?
No, Roy, never did.
Hire a lawyer. Sue someone. It's good for the soul. Lawyers are the high priests of America. We alone know the words that made America out of thin air. We alone know how to use those words. The law. The only club I ever wanted to belong to. And before they take that away from me, I'm going to die. Ah! Oh! Oh! Oh, God have mercy! This is a lousy way to go!
God have mercy.
Well, look who's back.
Who?
Mrs. Reddy Kilowatt. Fucking horror. How's Yonkers?
I almost was sorry for you.
Bad idea.
Yeah. Pity. Repulsive. You? Me? No connection. Nobody with me now, but the dead.
That's his office.
This is stupid.
Go home if you're chicken.
You're the one who should be home.
I have a hobby now, haunting people. Fuck home, you wait here. I want to meet my replacement. Oh,
Yes.
you look just like the dummy. She's right. Your wife.
What? Do you know my
No.
You said my
No, I didn't.
Yes, you did.
You misheard. I'm a prophet.
What?
Prophet, I prophesy. I have sight. I see. What do you do?
I'm a clerk?
Oh, big deal. A clerk. You what? You file things? Well, you better be keeping a file on the hearts you break. That's all that counts in the end. You'll have bills to pay in the world to come, you and your friend, the whore of Babylon. Sorry, wrong room. He's the Marlboro man.
Ooh, I want to see. Sacred Heart of Jesus.
No.
I recognize you.
No, you
You're
don't.
from the hospital. You're Roy Cohen's nurse.
No, I'm not. Not a nurse. We all look alike to you. You all look alike to us. Mad world. Have a nice day.
Home on the range.
Chaps and spurs. Now, girl, we gotta get you home.
Mega Butch. He made me feel beyond Nelly, like little wispy daisies were sprouting out my ears, little droopy, wispy,
Run, run.
Wait! What game are you playing? This is a federal courthouse. Now, you said something about my wife. Now what? How do you know?
I'm nothing. I'm a mental patient. He's my nurse.
Not a nurse. Not a nurse.
We're here because my will is being contested. What's it called when they challenge your will?
Competency. But this is an appellate court.
And I'm appealing to anyone in the universe who will listen to me for some charity. Some people are so selfish, such pigs. They have everything, health, everything, and still they want more.
You said my wife, and I
Talk to her yourself, Bullwinkle! What do I look like, a marriage counselor? Oh, nursey dear, fetch the medication. I'm starting to rave.
Pardon, monsieur le Boca. Nous sommes sur le monde de soleil. Behave yourself, Shaddy. Or Nanny will have to use the wooden spoon. I am trapped in a world of white people. That's my problem. Nice angel.
What angel?
The fountain.
Bethesda.
What'd she commemorate? Louis, I bet you know.
Naval vet of the Civil War.
The Civil War. I knew you'd know. You're nothing if not well informed.
Listen, I saw Pryor yesterday.
Pryor is upset.
Listen, this guy that I'm seeing, I'm not seeing him anymore. Pryor misunderstood me.
Oh, yeah, your new beau? Me and Pryor went to the courthouse, scoped him out.
You had no right to do that.
Oh, did we violate your rights? What did you drag me out here for, Lewis? I don't have time for you. You walk out on your lover, days don't pass before you are out on the town with somebody new. But this?
I am not out on the town with some... Look, I need you to...
This is a record love. Sharing your dank and dirty bed with Roy Cohn's butt boy.
Again.
Doesn't that bother you at all?
Roy Cohn? What the fuck are you... I'm not sharing my bed with Roy Cohn.
Oh, your little friend didn't tell you, huh? You and Hoss Cartwright is on a verbal kind of thing? You just kick off your boots and hit the hay.
Joe Pitt is not Roy Cohn's... Joe is a very moral man. He's not even that conservative. Well, not in that way. I don't want to have this conversation anymore.
Bye-bye.
It's not my fault Pryor left you for me.
I beg your pardon.
You have always hated me. Because you are in love with Pryor, and you were when I met him, and then he fell in love with me. So now you cooked up the... How do you even know this? That Joe...
I don't know whether Mr. Cohn has penetrated more than his spiritual sphincter. All I'm saying is you better hope there's no GOP germ, Lewis. Because if there is, you got it.
I don't believe you. Not Roy Cohn. He's like the pole star of human evil. He's like the worst human being who ever lived. He isn't even human. He's... God, give me credit for something, okay? Some moral shred of something. Okay, sure, I fucked up. I fucked everything up. I fucked everything up more than anyone else has ever fucked up anything before, but I haven't lost my mind. I'm not insane. I'm unhappy. I'm horribly, horribly unhappy. I'm lost. I hate myself so totally, so fucking totally and completely, but I wouldn't go around sleeping with someone who is Roy Cohn's butt boy. I'm so completely miserable right now.
You know what your problem is, Lewis? Your problem is that you're so full of piping hot crap that the mention of your name draws flies. You don't even know thing one about this guy now, do you? Uh-huh. Well, ain't that pathetic. Just so the record's straight, I love Pryor, but I was never in love with him. I have a man, uptown, and I have since long before I first laid my eyes on the sorry-ass side of you.
I didn't know that you had a man.
No, because you never bothered to ask. Up in the air, just like that angel. Too far off the earth to pick out the details. Lewis and his big ideas. Big ideas are all you love. America is what Lewis loves.
So what? Maybe I do. You don't know what I love. You don't.
Well, I hate America, Lewis. I hate this country. It's just big ideas and stories and people dying and people like you. The white cracker who wrote the national anthem knew what he was doing. He set the word free to a note so high, nobody could reach it. That was deliberate. Nothing on earth sounds less like freedom to me. You come with me to room 1013 over the hospital. I'll show you America. Terminal, crazy, and mean. I live in America, Lewis. That's hard enough. I don't have to love it. You do that. Everybody's got to love something.
Everybody does.
How is she?
Nothing surprising?
Is she okay?
Well, that would be surprising now, wouldn't it? Can I,
There is no possible thing I can imagine you doing, Ma. You shouldn't have come.
Already made that clear as day for a month now. Can return a simple phone call?
A phone call from you? It's not so simple.
Just so I'd have something to tell her? You've been living on some rainy rooftop for all we knew. It's cruel.
Not intended to be.
You sure about that?
I'm taking her home.
You think that's best for her? You think you can just pick
I
her
know
up?
what I'm doing.
I don't think you have a clue. It's only typical. You're a man. You botch things up. Not such a big
Just
deal.
being a man doesn't mean...
Being a woman is harder. Look at her.
It's a big deal, Ma. Botching up. I could use some...
Sympathy? You want sympathy? Why'd you come here?
I migrated across the breadth of the continent in North America. I ran all this way to get away from... Is she?
She's not here.
But she's not at the apartment.
Well then, she escaped. Good for her. Ask yourself what it was that you're running from. It's time you did. Not from me, I was nothing. From what then? And what are you running from now?
You and me. It's like we're back in Salt Lake again. You sort of bring the desert with you. Are you? Don't cry.
If I ever do, I promise you, you will not be privileged to witness it.
It was a mistake. I shouldn't have called you, Mom. You should never have come. I can't imagine what you did.
That man who was just here.
Oh, we're closed. Go away.
He's your son.
You know him, that man? But how do you...
My ex-boyfriend, he knows him now. I wanted to warn your son about later, when his hair goes, and his hips and jowls and all that human stuff, that poor Slav there is just gonna wind up miserable, fat, frightened, and alone because Louis, he can't handle bodies.
Are you a homosexual?
Oh, is it that obvious? Yes, I am. What's it to you?
Would you say that you're a typical homosexual?
Me? Oh, I'm stereotypical. What, like am I a hairdresser?
Oh, are you a hairdresser?
Yeah, well, would be your lucky day if I was, because frankly... I'm sick. I'm sick. It's expensive. Oh shit, now I won't be able to stop now and start. I feel really terrible. Do I have a fever? Do I have a fever?
Oh, yes.
How high?
There might be a thermometer.
Very high, very high. Could you get me to a cab? I think I want,
no,
please don't be alarmed.
No,
Worse than it looks.
I'm gonna find someone.
Echo breath. Yes. Take me to St. Vincent's Hospital. I mean, get me a cab to the...
Can you stand?
Oh, you don't
No,
call me
just
if...
lift here. Come on.
But please, if you're trying to convert me, this isn't a good time.
Oh, Lord, look at it out there. Storm's coming. We better move.
The end of the world is at hand. Hello, paleface. Nothing like storm clouds over Manhattan to get you in the mood for Judgment Day.
It's freezing. It's starting to rain. Where are your shoes?
I threw them in the river. The Judgment Day. Everyone will think they're crazy now, not just me. Everyone will see things. Sick men. They'll see angels. And women who have houses will sell their houses, and dime store dummies will rear up on their wood putty legs and roam the land looking for brides.
Let's go home.
Where's that? You want to buy an island? It's going out of business. You can have it for the usual cheap trinkets. It's a fire sale. Prices are insane.
Harper,
Joe, did you miss me?
I've come back.
Oh, I know. Here's why I wanted to stay in Brooklyn. The promenade view. Water won't ever accomplish the end. No matter how much you cry, flood is not the answer. People just float. Let's go home. Fire's the answer. It's the great and terrible day at last.
You lost 8 pounds. 8
people who would kill to be in the shape you were in. You were recovering and you threw it away.
This isn't about weight. It's about lungs, pneumonia.
We don't know yet.
The fuck we don't, asshole. You may not, but I can't breathe.
You would breathe better if you didn't holler like that.
This is my ex-lover's Mormon mother.
Even in New York in the 80s, that is strange. Keep breathing. Stop moving. Stay put. I should go.
I'm not insane.
I didn't say
I saw an angel that's insane.
Well, it's a little...
It's insane. But I'm not insane. And then why did I do this to myself? Because I've been driven insane by your son. Am I that lying? Because ever since she arrived, I have been consumed by this ice-cold, razor blade terror that just shouts and shouts, keep moving, run! And I've run myself into the ground, right where she said I'd eventually be. She seems so real. What's happened to me?
You had a vision.
A vision. Thank you, Maria Ospenskaya. I'm not so far gone that I can be assuaged with pity and lies.
I don't have pity. Just not something I have. 170 years ago, which is recent, an angel of God appeared to Joseph Smith in upstate New York, not far from here. People have visions.
But that's preposterous.
It's not polite to call other people's beliefs preposterous. He had a great need of understanding our prophet. His desire made prayer. And his prayer made the angel. It was real, I believe that.
I don't. And I'm sorry, but it's repellent to me. So much of what you believe.
What do I believe?
I'm a homosexual with AIDS. I can only imagine what you believe.
Oh, no, you can't imagine the things in my head. You don't make assumptions about me, mister, and I won't make them about you.
Fair enough.
My son he's like you.
Homosexual.
I flew into a rage when he first told me. Oh, mad as hornets. First I assumed it was his...
Homosexuality.
That wasn't it. Homosexuality, it just seems so ungainly. Two men together, it is not an appetizing notion. Then again, men for me in any configuration. They're just so lumpish and stupid. Stupidity gets me cross.
I wish you would be more true to your demographic profile. Life is confusing enough. You know the Bible,
Reasoning well, yeah.
the prophets in the Bible, did they ever refuse their vision?
There's scriptural precedent, yes.
And what does God do to them when they do that?
He feeds them to the whales. You lie still, you'll be all right.
No, I won't be. My lungs are getting tighter. The fever mounts and you get delirious. And days of delirium and awful pain and drugs, you start slipping in bed. I really fucked up. I'm scared. I can't do it again.
You shouldn't talk that way. You ought to make a better show of yourself.
Look at this. Horror. See? That's not human. That's why I run. Wouldn't you? Wouldn't anybody?
It's a cancer. Nothing more. Nothing more human than that.
God, I want to be done.
An angel is just a belief with wings and arms that can carry you. It's not to be afraid of. If it lets you down, reject it. Seek for something new.
Oh my.
What?
Listen. It's her. Oh my God.
It's the spring rain is all.
Will you stay with me?
Oh, no.
You comfort me. You do. You stiffen my spine.
When I got up this morning, this is not how I envisioned my day would end. But I'm not needed elsewhere.
If I sleep, will you keep watch? She's approaching.
She is?
Modesty forbids me explaining exactly how I know, but I have an infallible barometer of her proximity. And it's rising.
When we have sex, why do you keep your eyes closed?
I don't.
You always do. You can say why, I already know the answer.
Then why do I
You
have-
imagine things. imagine men?
Yes.
Imagining. That's just like me. Except the only time I wasn't imagining was when I was with you. You, the one part of the real world I wasn't allergic to.
Please.
But I only thought I wasn't dreaming. Oh, back in Brooklyn, back.
I'm going out. Gotta get some stuff I left behind.
Look at me. Look at me. Look at me here! Look
What?
here! What do you see?
What do I...
What do you see?
Nothing!
Thank you.
For what?
Finally, the truth.
I'm going out. Just... out.
It sets you free. Goodbye.
John Brown's body lies a moldering in the grave. John Brown's body lies a moldering in the grave. John Brown's body lies moldering in the grave. His truth is marching on.
Look at that big smile. What have you got to smile about, Roy?
I'm going, Ethel. Finally. Finally done with this world at long, long last. All mine enemies will be standing on the other shore, their mouths gaping open like stupid fish, while the Almighty parts the sea of death and lets his Roy boy cross over to the other side on dry land and still a lawyer.
Don't count your chickens, Roy. It's over.
Over?
One of the news should come from me. Panel ruled against you, Roy.
No. They only started meeting 2 days
They
ago.
recommended despondent.
The executive still has to rule on the recommendation.
The executive was waiting, and they ruled. 1, 2, 3. They accepted the panel's recommendation.
I didn't...
One of the main guys on the executive, he leaned over to his friend and he said, "Finally, I hated that little faggot for 36 years."
They can't...
They won, Roy. You're not a lawyer anymore.
What, am I dead?
No. They beat you. You lost. I decided to come here so I could see, could I forgive you? You, who I have hated so terribly, that I have borne my hatred for you up into the heavens and created a needle-sharp little star in the sky out of it. It's the star of Ethel Rosenberg's hatred. And it burns every year. For one night only. June 19. And it burns acid green. I came to forgive, but all I can do is take pleasure in your misery. Hoping I get to see you die more terribly than I did. And you are. Because you're dying in shit, Roy. Defeated. Oh, you could kill me, but you could never defeat me. You never won. And now when you die, all anyone will ever say is, better he had never lived at all.
What? Moody, is it?
It's Ethel, Roy.
Moody, I feel bad. Sing to me.
Who are you talking to, Roy?
It's good to see you, Mom. It's been years. I feel bad. Sing the song.
I'm not your mother.
It's cold in here. I'm up so late. Past my time. Don't be mad, Ma, but I'm scared a little. Don't be mad. Sing me a song, please.
I'm not your mother.
It's scary out here. Oh God. Oh God, I'm so sorry.
Steigt und wache, steigt und wach. Veinen zu nehmen und nicht verschämen. Tumbala, 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 laika. Tumbala, 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 laika. Tumbala, laika, Spielball. Boy? Like you? That's it? Oh, that's it?
Wake up, it's time to think. Oh. Oh, you're...
No, I'm not. I fooled you, I knew who you were all along. I can't believe you fell for that Ma stuff. I just wanted to see if I could finally make Ethel Rosenberg sing. I win. Oh fuck. Oh fuck me. Next time around, I don't want to be a man. I want to be an octopus. Remember that, okay? A fucking hole.
Have you no decency, sir? At long last, have you no sense of decency? Who said that? Who said have you no
I don't
decency?
I've come back. Please let me in.
You're in.
I'm having a very hard time, Louis. It's so good to see you.
You really don't know who said have you no
What's
decency?
wrong? Why are you...
Okay, second question. Have you no decency? Guess what I spent the rainy afternoon doing?
What?
My homework, research at the courthouse. Look what I got. The decisions of Justice Theodore Wilson, Second Circuit Court of Appeals, 1981 through 1984, the Reagan years.
You read my decision?
Your decisions. Yes. The librarian was gay. He had all the good dish. He told me that Justice Wilson didn't write these opinions any more than Nixon wrote 6 Crises.
Or Kennedy wrote Profiles in Courage.
Or Reagan wrote Where's the Rest of Me. Or you and I wrote The Book of Love.
Listen, I don't want to do this now. I need it. I need you to stop attacking me. Hey!
These gems were ghostwritten by you, his obedient, eager clerk. Naturally, I was eager to read them.
Free country.
I love the one where you found against these women on Staten Island who were suing the New Jersey factory, the toothpaste makers whose orange-colored smoke was blinding children.
Not blind, just minor.
3 of them had to be hospitalized. Joe! It's sort of brilliant in a satanic sort of way. How you conclude that these women have no right to sue under the Air and Water Protection Act because the Air and Water Protection Act doesn't protect people, but actually only air and water. Amazing! Have you no decency? Have you no sense
I
of
don't
teeth?
believe this. My opinions are being criticized by the guy who changes the coffee filters and the secretaries.
But my absolute favorite is this. Stevens versus the United States, the army guy who got a dishonorable discharge for being gay. Now, as I understand it, this Stevens told the army he was gay when he enlisted, but when it came time for him to retire, they booted him out. Cheat the queer out of his pension.
Right, and he sued and he won the case. He got his pension back.
The
So
first
where-
judges gave him his pension back, yes, because they ruled that gay men are members of a legitimate minority, entitled to special protection of the 14th Amendment of the United States Constitution, equal protection under the law. So, then the judges on the Second Circuit were assembled, and when
And we
they...
found for the guy.
But, on an equitable estoppel. Oh, I had to look that one up by Mr. Coffey. I can't be expected to know these things. They didn't change the decision. They changed the reason for the decision, right? They gave it to him on a technicality. The army knew Stevens was gay when he enlisted. That's all. That's why he won. Not because it's unconstitutional to discriminate against homosexuals, because homosexuals, they write, are not entitled to equal protection under the law.
You're being really melodramatic. As usual.
Actually, they didn't even write this. You did. They gave these opinions to Wilson to write, which, since they know he's a vegetable and capable of writing do-re-mi, was quite the vote of confidence in his industrious little clerk. You know, this is quite the important bit of legal fag bashing, isn't it? They trusted you to do it, and you didn't disappoint.
It's law, not justice. It's power, not the merits of its exercise. It's not an expression of an ideal. It's...
So who said have you no decency?
I'm leaving.
You moron, how can you not know who said that?
Out
It's
of
only
my
the greatest
way,
joke in American history.
Out of my
Have you no
way,
decency at long last? Have you no sense of decency at
I
all?
don't know who said it! Why are you doing this to me? I love you! I love you! Why
Joseph Welch! The Army McCarthy hearings. Ask Roy. He'll tell you. He knows. He was there. Roy Cohn. What I want to know is, did you fuck him?
Did I what?
How often has the latex sheathcock I put in my mouth been previously in the mouth of the most evil, twisted, vicious bastard ever to snort coke at Studio 54? Because lips that kiss those lips will never kiss mine.
Don't worry about that. Just get out
Did
of
you
the...
fuck him? Did he pay to let him?
No!
You lied to me! You love me, well, fuck! He's got AIDS. You didn't know that? Stupid closet biggest you probably ever...
Shut
Ah! Fascist! Hypocrite! Lying!
Now stop! Now stop! Please. Say you're okay. Please. Please.
That hurt.
I never did that before. I never hit anyone before. Can you open it? Can you see?
I can see blood.
Let me get a towel. Let me.
I have you arrested, you creep. They think I put you in jail for beating me up.
I never hit anyone before. Louis,
But it'd really be for those decisions. It was like a sex scene in an Anne Rand novel, huh?
I hurt you. Louis,